for the gross profit calculator that we had done in class. So I'm going to walk through, exactly how this works and how this can be used for a business. So gross profit is just your revenue minus your cost of goods sold. So in this, with our code first here, we have, first of all, define the revenue. So for example, I used 15 or 150,000, for the revenue for this example. Secondly, we're given our cost of goods sold, which is really just direct cost of producing the goods that a company does sell. Then also include your cost of materials and direct labor. So for example, in this problem, just for simplicity, I decided to use 75,000 as a value. When you move on to computing the actual gross profit through the, before we move on to the formula, before I actually apply the formula for the gross profit, like I said earlier, is just going to be your revenue minus your cost of goods sold. So when we actually decide to run this code, we have the placeholder. So we have, the revenue placeholder for the variable. So in this example, it holds revenue, the variable holds a value of 150,000. So when you print out the results, you print, the revenue would be 150,000, and that number would take the placeholder of this variable. Moving on to your cost of goods sold, the same concept applies where this cost of goods sold, variable has a value of 75,000 attached to it. So because of that, it spits out the 75,000 when you put this in there to print it. Finally, you have the gross profit, which again, similar to the previous two examples, the gross profit variable holds the value of the revenue variable, 150,000, minus the value of the cost of goods sold variable, being 75,000. So when it runs through this, it would run through, okay, we got revenue minus cost of goods sold, put that in here, okay, then it comes out to being 75,000, and that ends up being the gross profit where the value ends up being. It's at the end right here. So when you run it, this is what it ends up looking like and being displayed, where you have your revenue, 150,000, cost of goods sold, 75,000, and again, like I said, gross profit being 75,000.